It was the first time I'd ever murdered someone, I think. So it was, you know, I just didn't know how it was going to go down, really. And it was just bizarre sort of wrapping this poor guy, Jack, in this cling film. You know, and he was stuck in that cling film for a good period of time before we even got round to the sort of murder scene.
The day in the kitchen, well, that was an experience, again, that will stay with me for the rest of my life. I don't know if anybody's ever been wrapped up in cling film, but it's not nice. Yeah, well, first of all, we tried kind of wrapping my whole body up, and then kind of wrapping my whole face up with cling film. But when it kind of like, if you wrap cling film around your ears, you actually lose balance. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of, so we had to kind of like, we couldn't have the cling film around the ears, but it was kind of like covered the nose and a bit of the mouth. And just spending a whole day in cling film was fairly hot, should I say. You know, it gets rather sweaty in there as well. But no, it was a great day, it was fun. Everyone was so kind to me, do you know what I mean? Because everyone was like, I had a leaner that I could lean against. You know, and all of the team that was around us, the makeup crew, the costume department, they were so friendly and so kind of humble to the fact that I was wrapped up in cling film, which was great.
Just felt so weird, actually literally ramming a knife into his chest, which obviously wasn't his chest, but it looked like his chest and it felt like his chest, and then just dragging the knife down, and then all this blood sort of opening up. And you know, to me, from my point of view, where I was sort of standing and being sort of caught up in the scene at the time, you know, it was as real as you could possibly imagine it could be without actually stabbing somebody and ripping their heart out, you know. And you're sort of there on top of him and you've got your hand inside his chest, you know, and you're pulling out this kind of sticky, bleeding heart while he's looking at you in the face. And your sort of hands inside his body, or appears to be inside his body, while his eyes are open and they're sort of looking at you in the face. Was an image I don't think I'll forget too quickly.
We painted spatters on the floor and over Jeeko's face, and well, the guys who did it really got probably too into it, to be honest. But yeah, it really kind of added to the finished effect, and I'm sure, you know, with the final sound and everything, that scene will look quite horrific if it didn't, from just the rushes.
It was revolting, and the heart just felt totally real, you know. It was just made so well, and it was beating in my hand as I sort of pulled it out of his chest, and it was also sort of cleverly done, and there was just blood everywhere, and, you know, I guess it's as close to reality as you can get without getting a life sentence for it, I suppose, you know. So yeah, it was a horrific thing to have to do with somebody that you've only just met.
Movie.